Hello everyone, welcome to day 5 of subject-verb agreement. In today's video, we are going to look at this rule, and or. When two subjects are joined by either and or, what happens to this agreement? Let us first begin with and. Day 4 video, we have done it in details. If you haven't watched it, please watch it, because I have given plenty of examples there and taken questions from competitive exam question paper. Okay, now moving on to this. This and has 3 rules. Okay, according to the first rule, in a sentence, when we have subject 1 plus and plus subject 2 and subject 2 has an article. Okay, in such a scenario, this becomes a plural subject, and we know that plural subjects take plural verb with or without an S. Correct. Without an S. Okay. Now, the second rule says if we have subject 1 plus and plus subject 2 and there is no article here, in this case, we take it as a singular subject and then it takes the singular verb. Singular verbs have S or not? Yes, they have. Okay. Because in this scenario, we either talk about the same person or the same thing. Okay. According to the third rule, when there is subject 1 and subject 2, there is no article. There shouldn't be any article. And these two subjects are proper nouns. Then they are taken as plural subjects, and plural subjects take plural verbs. Okay. Let's look at these two examples. The coach and the captain are my friends. The coach, subject 1, we have and. The captain, here we have subject 2, but this subject has an article, the, right? Now, which one rule do we follow? We have subject 1 and subject 2, and the subject 2 has an article, the. So, this becomes plural subject. Okay, and that is why we have taken this plural verb. Okay, let us look at this example now. The coach and captain is my friend. The coach, subject 1, we have and, we have captain, subject 2. Anything different? Yes. Here the second rule, subject 1 plus and plus subject 2 without any article. This subject 2 does not have any article here, no article. So this is considered as the singular subject, and singular subject takes singular verb, right? So we have taken singular verb. Just look at these two sentences closely. With the presence and absence of this single article, the entire subject-verb agreement changed. Okay, so we have to take care of these two rules. Now let's look at the third point. Sam, subject 1, and Tim, subject 2, right? According to the third rule, when there is subject 1 plus and plus subject 2, and these two subjects are proper nouns. These are proper nouns, right? So, in this case, we take the plural verb because these two become the plural subject of the sentence. Okay? So, we take the plural verb. Also, I had mentioned yesterday that before proper nouns, we never use any article. Okay? Let's look at the second example here. Dr. Rao and Professor Ali walk in the park. Okay, now Dr. Rao is our subject 1. We have and we have Professor Ali. Okay, now walk in the park. Remember, doctor and professor, these refer to their professions, right? So these are the titles. Even before titles, we never use any article. Okay, and these two are two different people, right? So that is why they are considered as the plural subject of the sentence, and that is why they take the plural verb. And I repeat, plural verbs will never have an S. Clear? Let's move on to or section now. According to this rule, when two subjects are joined by or, subject 1 and subject 2 are joined by or, in this scenario, the verb agrees with the closest noun. Now, this closest noun can be a singular or a plural noun. Doesn't matter. So, the verb agrees with the closest noun. I've put these examples and they are similar examples for your better understanding. Okay, now, let's look at this one. Tim or Sam is coming. Tim, Sam, two people. Why have we used is? Tim, subject 1, Sam, subject 2. They are joined by this or. And what does the rule say? The verb agrees with the closest noun. Now here, the closest noun Sam is singular, right? So, the verb will agree with the closest noun that is singular. And singular subjects take singular verbs. Let's look at the second example. Tim or his brothers are coming. Tim, subject 1, or his brothers, subject 2, are. Now, Tim or his brothers joined by or. According to the rule, the verb agrees to the closest noun, right? Now, Tim or his brothers are. Why? Because brothers is plural. That is why we have a plural verb. Okay, let's look at the third example. My parents or my brother drives the car. My parents, subject 1, or my brother, subject 2, joined by or. Closest noun is singular, right? That is why we take the singular verb. Now let's look at the fourth one. I have just swapped their places, okay? My brother, subject 1, or my parents, subject 2, joined by or. According to the rule, the verb agrees with the closest noun. Now, where's the verb? Drive. Parents, plural, right? So this subject, the closest subject, is plural, and that is why we have taken the plural verb. Easy peasy. Okay, now here's your quiz. Please pause the video, write the answers. I'll be back with the answers. Ready? Great. Now let's look at the first example. He or I play or plays football. Now he subject 1 or I subject 2. And these two subjects are joined by or. According to the rule, the verb agrees with the closest noun or pronoun. Now, where's the verb here? Here, right? And the closest is I. As per rule, we know that I takes the plural verb. So, play. Saima and Tia is or are friends. Saima and Tia, we have our two subjects here, subject 1 and subject 2. These two are joined by and, right? Two people, so definitely are, plural verb. Okay, the chairman and president has or have arrived. Now, we have our subject 1 here, we have subject 2 here, and they are joined by and. Anything different here? Yes, right. Those who have watched the previous videos know it for sure. There's no article here, no article, which means we are talking about the same person. So the chairman is also the president. So one person has arrived. Okay. Had there been the, then we could have said the chairman and the president have arrived. But since there is no article, it refers to the same person. Okay. Now, fourth one. Jim or my parents take or takes care of the accounts. Jim, we have our subject 1, we have our subject 2, and they are joined by or. When we come to or, the verb agrees with the closest noun or pronoun, right? So where's the verb? Here, and the closest is parents. Parents, plural subject. So it will take plural verb. Take. Jim or my parents take care of the accounts. Let's look at the last one now. The author or the publisher of this book is or are my friend. We have our subject 1, we have our subject 2. Do not get confused because we have an article here also. We have to first check these two subjects are joined by or and. Okay, so here it's or. Therefore, we need not worry about this article here. We have to worry about articles before subject 2 when we talk about and, not or. Or has a different rule altogether. Okay, so according to this rule, when two subjects are joined by or, the verb agrees with the closest noun or pronoun. Now, do not bother about this part. This is additional information. Okay, do not get carried away or get confused. Okay, where's the verb? Here, we have two options here. Now, the closest noun or pronoun, that's the publisher, noun. And this noun is singular, right? So, it will take the singular verb, is. So, the author or the publisher of this book is my friend. I hope today's video was helpful. Please share it as much as possible and subscribe if you haven't already. Keep learning, stay blessed, stay safe.